Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the chapter number 5, that is the landforms of the earth. So when we talk about the landforms, in landforms we talk about the mountains, plateaus, plains, their types and their formation. Like in mountains, there are fold mountains, residual mountains, block mountains. If we talk about the plateaus, we talk about intermonate and volcanic plateaus. Then if we talk about the plains, we talk about structural plains, depositional plains, and many of the examples along with them we will talk about. So let's start with the chapter. First of all, the systematic study of the Earth's reef feature is known as a geomorphology. That is, geo, all of you know that it is a earth, morphology or morpho, it is a forum, and logy, it is a science. So we can say that it is the study of the earth reef features. So landforms, I told you that they are in the form of lands. You will find in the form of mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys. Okay, so these are some of the landforms which we will talk about in this chapter. So first of all, children, what do you mean by the mountains? So come to the mountains. It's a portion of land surface rising above the surrounding, either as a single, or it can be in the form of or it can be in the range of chain. Clear? It is known as the mountains. Clear, children? I will let you know that how. Just hold on. See, it can be single mountains, okay, or it can be in the chains. It can be in the range of chains. This is known as a mountains. So mountain system shows evidence that which have folded, whether they are folded, whether they are folded, or generally you can say that deformed large section of the earth crust. The name given to the group of processes which collectively produce a mountain system is known as a orogenesis. Underline please. It means oros for mountains and genes for to come into being. So mountain building or formation, orogeny, and orogeny is a period of mountain building, and when we talk about orogenesis, is the process of mountain building leading to the formation of the intensively formed belts which will constitute mountain ranges. There are different types of the mountains. The first one, these are the fold mountains. When we talk about the fold mountains, then we will talk about the block mountains and then residual mountains. So when we talk about the fold mountain, high mountain chains such as the Himalayas, Andes, Alps, Rockies, they are the new fold mountain system. The term fold is referred to the way in which such mountains has been formed. It took millions of years. The slow movement of the earth crust have caused these mountains to be raised. The movement which have resulted in mountain building were horizontal movement, and the earth of the crust of the earth have wrinkles. Clear, children? The arched or upraised part of the folds are known as anticlines. Upraised part, anticlines, and this is sycline, and those who are not upraised, they are known as the syclines. Clear? These folds can be it vary from size to size. Next come the young fold mountain. So when we talk about the young fold mountains, so during the physical theory of the earth, mountain building appear to have proceeded more actively at some period than the other. The newest group of fold mountains includes Himalayas, it includes Alps, clear, Rockies, Andes, etc. So during the early period of folding, you can say Appalachians, Cape Range of South Africa, and the dividing range of Australia were uplifted. The older fold mountains, which has been subjected to the forces of the denudation, that is weather, river, glaciers, etc., for long geological period, are much lower and less rugged than the new fold mountains. Clear, children? So young fold mountains and the volcanoes. Most of the active volcanoes are found in the neighborhood of fold mountains. I have done a volcano chapter with you. There also I told you that most of the volcanic eruptions you will find in these fold mountains only. All around the Pacific Ocean there are many active and extinct volcanoes, as in New Zealand, the East Indies, Japan, North and Central South Africa. So this is another belt of active volcano is associated with the fold mountains of the West Indies also. Next come the block mountains. You can see the diagram of the block mountain. Sometimes the movement of the earth crust cause cracks or faults, where such movement leave a block of a higher land standing between two areas. See, you can see here how these land it is raised and it is not raised. It is a lower land. This is known as the block mountains, or it is known as the horst. Okay, children, you can see the fold block mountains in Pakistan. The Vosges Black Forest mountains, these are some of the examples of the block mountains. Another example is fault block mountain in Pakistan. This I told you. Then next it is a residual mountains, when an area of a highland remains standing above the general level after rivers and other natural agents have lowered the surface of the surrounding. So the mountains, the highlands which are formed, they are known as the mountains of denudation. Okay, these are the mountains of the denudation. You can see these are the residual mountains. See, these are the lakes, these are the water which is moving, but there will be no effect to them. So importance of the mountains. Mountains plays a very important role. They are very effective as a climatic barriers, and the climates of the region on the other side of the high mountain range are very different. For example, like the coastland of British Columbia have an equitable type of climate and heavy rainfall, while the other part you will find that extreme climate, and extreme mean very hot, and light rainfall. The swift streams of mountain are frequently source of hydroelectric power also. Okay, like example they are given you, that Switzerland and Norway. In Northern America, the Western Cordillera provides gold, copper, lead, silver, especially in the states of Nevada and Montana. The Andes provide tin and copper, gold and platinum in Colombia, silver in Peru, etc. Lumbering industries is generally important in the British Columbia, Washington. Okay, the Central American mountains, lands, hardwoods हैं, the Himalaya slopes, teak, sal, Sanjavian mountains, softwoods you will get from here. To provide food for the mining communities, mountain ranges, agriculture has been developed. For example, in Salt Lake City in Utah, then mountain pastures have been utilized for cattle rearing in Switzerland. Then high mountain ranges are also barrier to communication, and so tend to separate people. Traffic across mountain is limited to the passes, which are often so high as to be snow-borne. Most of the time they are full of snow. Such ranges as the Alps, Andes, etc. can only be crossed with great difficulties by constructing tunnel. So these were some of the significance of the mountains.